Hi everyone, this is DinoSasha here, and welcome back to another review. And today, we're gonna take a look at the figure. It is the Safari Limited's mascot, Safari Ltd 2018, Bernie the Gator. Now, Bernie the Gator was the mascot of the Safari Limited. It was due to logos. Well, it's because the name Safari Limited is actually based the name and put a gator on the name of the logo. Now, because of that, it is the most popular of all across. His base was an alligator, and as you can see that it's the logo was based on of the gator, and the Bernie is in the name. Now, alligators might thrive in Florida. They're still popular animals if you concern that. Anyways, let's check it out. What the most important of the Bernie's mascot is the beautiful sculpt. I mean, sculpt is great actually. It's basically around the same thing as we think. It's purely green, and I kind of like how this great character is up to, which in the way it would, it's still a magnificent figure in the way it would. So it's basically Bernie is literally the mascot of the Safari Limited. Now, when you take a look at the pose, let's see how it proved you were wrong. Now, this pose resembled of the logo that it stands from, which it's pretty great. It's actually a wood. And basically, this pose is really great, and the details is like very soft for an alligator to have this one, which in a way it was. I'm thinking that is the most greatest sculpt of any critter I ever seen. Well, in the way it would, actually. But that is just a basic opinion for the figure, and if you know about it, just let me know if you think of it. Well, basically, this is exactly the figure that is based on what it is. Okay, let's start with the good part, the color scheme. Color scheme is basically resembled to a Bernie Gator itself. Green, darker and more lighter, especially the beige underbody, including from the mouth, and the head has similar cartoony style and had tooth portrayed in it. Well, a bit like a crocodile, but in the way it would. This is a great figure that I imagined in the way it was, which is pretty good. I actually was responsive about. And the way it would, I kind of like how the Bernie is stand out from the others, from those logos, since I had one. But still, it's a great alligator in a way. I just basically liked how the gator has a great position of the pose, and the way it would, and the more it gets for the pars. And yeah, and you know what it's best for? Let's gonna give a ruler and let's give this thing a measure. Well, terms from the length, from the tip of the head, always tip of the tail, as we can see, it's only at about, as we closely know it, is around as 4¼ inches, and which only is at about, as you can see, is around as 12½ centimeters, and the height on top of the head, we're looking at about, as we can see, is around as 1½ inch, and which is only at about 3½ centimeters. Now for comparison, let's bring up a real animal in the way, and I would like it. Here's with my comparison to my Collecte figure of a real animal. Collecte 2013 American Alligator. Now, Bernie is actually based on American Alligator because due to live in Florida, because that company thrived in Florida, which makes sense because alligators have thrived in the Florida areas around those years, which make them the perfect example for these creatures to live on. And basically, I never review an alligator, but I'll make it sooner if enough for the Bernie, our gator companion, which is pretty great in a way. For rating, I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10. The great mascot gets a figure, which is pretty nice addition to have around here. So basically, it might prove to you, this is a great figure in a way it was, and I'm guessing the gator might deserve a chance. And people, including Spino Dude, reviewing the figure for the first time in a way it was. I'm gonna thank for people for everything they've done for the brilliant figure to a review it on. And you know, basically, I think this Bernie is pretty good addition. But since then alligators thrived in Florida, I might respect that. Which, in a sense. But if you know about this figure, let me know in the comments what you think of this alligator figure. And it's just my opinion, because to the colors and the cartoony way it would. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video, and leave a comments below. And I hope you see you for another review about Schleich 2018 Blue Whale. Goodbye everyone, and see you all next time.
Later, Gator.